Bitcoin, crypto, altcoins, XRP market update. We're going to dive deep into the charts today, this Friday. It is December 27th, 2:50 p.m. Let's get after it. It's been a bit. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays. Heading into this new year and 2025, we're going to take a look and see if we're heading into some fireworks for the charts. So you're going to want to subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. Join the Discord as well too. Link is in the bio there. I'll keep people updated in the market updates channel in real time as the charts change, because it's 24/7 in the charts. I can make this video a couple hours later. There could be new data that comes in. So if you want to get updated in real time, join the Discord. Link is in the bio as well too. I had a thought. It's been a bit since I've done a deep dive newsletters. Thinking of bringing those back for 2025. You let me know in the comments if you miss Robbie's newsletters and deep dives. It's been, like over a year now, I feel like, since I've done them, and I'm itching. I'm ready to fire it back up. I'm ready to put on the scuba gear. I'm ready to get the magnifying glass and uncover what's going on as far on the fundamental side of crypto as well too. So you let me know if you missed those in the comments, fire me up and I'll fire those up for the new year. So let's get into it. We're first going to start off with the market drivers, the macro market drivers, which is the 10-year yield bond, the dollar, the US Russell 2000. Like I said, we need to see the macro market drivers, the mechanics shift, because for the past few weeks, the mechanics haven't been in place for cryptos, the boom. Let's take a look as far as how we're doing over here. If we look on the left side, we're on the weekly chart for the US 10-year yield bond. We need to see the 1 week momentum start to curl back over. As you can see, we still have that momentum to the upside on the weekly chart. Let's change the fib forecaster to long-term trade. Let's see how it's shaping up. So we're getting close to that 786. As you can see here, we have this 786 right here at 4.67%. Once we get to that level, we need to get rejected. Find some stability, roll over. We need to see the mechanics of the 10-year yield bond to die down. We don't want to see a rapid spike. Then for the dollar as well too, let me go to the weekly chart there. Let's take a look. So on the weekly chart for the dollar, let me change this to long term. We have that momentum on the weekly to the upside. We need to see this start to roll over. Let's take a look. So we broke above this 786 here, the micro one. We do have a 2618 extension up here at 112. The market would not like that if we went up to those levels. So we want to see this start to reject right here, right now. We don't want to see us break above 108.5. We want to stay below that, start to come back down here. We do have a little bit of some bearish divergence on the weekly chart, with the RSI making a high and then a lower high so far, but the dollar making a high and a higher high on the actual price chart. So we have this candle closing in 4 hours and 5 minutes. We want to see the momentum start to shift. How we can, on the weekly chart, how we can do that is start by going down on the time frames. Let's look at the 5-day chart. And we're not quite there yet. Let's look at the 4-day. Let's look at the 3-day. Not quite there, but getting close on the 3-day. Looking at the 2-day. We did see it cross down. We got to sell now as well too. We popped up a little higher. Sometimes that will happen. It does seem like we're losing momentum on these medium time frames. Let's look at the daily chart. We are starting to cross down here. We are making lower highs. Some bearish divergence going on. So it does seem like, if anything, that should have been the top for the dollar at 108.5. We got to come down to 107, break that, and then we'll see this rising wedge come to fruition, and we'll see further downside, which will be solid for crypto and the traditional markets. Looking at the weekly chart for the US Russell 2000, we're getting hung up at a key level. We need to maintain above this support at 2,165. If we look at the TSI, we need to see that recover ASAP. Let's look at the lower time frames to see if we're starting to do that. 3-day, no, we're not quite there yet. Let's look at the 2-day, not quite there. We need to see that U-turn right now, because we don't want to see that 2-day get below that zero line, because like I said before, when you're below the zero line, bearish negative momentum. When we're above the zero line, bullish positive momentum. We want to U-turn right now, and we can go to the daily chart to see if we're starting to see signs of that. And not quite yet, but looking at the TSI location comparatively of April 2024 to where we're at now, let's look at April 2024 on the price chart. That was a bottom there. We do have 1 day prepare to buy soon as well too. So once we get that 1 day buy now, we should be a-okay to go. And if we look at the 12-hour chart, let's see if we're starting to curl up here. We are starting to see signs of that, and we do have the 12-hour buy now. We just need to maintain these lows. So looking so far so good, nothing to be concerned about at this moment in time. Looking at the crypto market drivers, we do have the pump dump chart for the altcoins on the left side here. Let's take a look. We were following this pattern that I had outlined back in like December 20th before Christmas. And then we started to divert a little bit. We're holding this trend line coming up. So we could have had a more elongated pattern here where it's like, all right, let me stretch it out. So we could be doing something like this where we do go up for one little more high, one more fake out to the downside before ultimately seeing that big alt season. Maybe we see that happen for the new year. We just need to keep that top of the mind. But I will say we're still on track as far as we were supposed to just get hung up until basically tomorrow. We were supposed to see a breakdown, as you can see with this scenario here. So let's see if we, in the next 24 hours, see a breakdown from this trend line, because if so, we could rapidly catch up to this scenario coming down here. So we're going to have to watch that like a hawk. But when we break this trend line, we should be A-okay for a meltdown here, which will mean a melt up for the altcoins. Looking on the right side of the screen, we have the alt season pulse chart. We're comparing it to back here in March of 2021. We have a weekly prepare to buy soon signal. The last time we saw that was back in the alt season of the last bull market. So as you can see, I already have the fractal drawn out, and we are still in this hang up stage. It wasn't until the first week, the first week of January where we're supposed to break down. So we do have some time there, but we don't want to see us come up and break above this 786. That would be no good. We want to maintain below the belly of the beast. Let me throw that up real quick. Yep, we want to maintain below. Let me throw the shadings in. As you can see, we're still in the belly of the beast getting swallowed up right now. We do not want to break back above it, but when we're below in the belly of the beast, that's usually the call for alt seasons. So we're still good as far as that goes, and we're still below the 1 week 200 moving average here, that yellow line. So we want to stay below that 77% level. Right now we're at 76.14%. Taking a look at the next chart, Bitcoin dominance and others dominance. Bitcoin dominance on the left side, going to the 3-day chart. We already came up, retested the 786, and now we're starting to see momentum start to shift down. You can see the 3-day chart was starting to cross up. Now it looks like we're about to U-turn back over. Let's go to the 10-day chart. Let's take a look at that. Momentum headed down here. Let's go to the 1 week chart. Let's see if we're seeing continuation to the downside. Yeah, we're still seeing that continuation to the downside. Doesn't look like we're in for a macro big change of trend back to the upside right now. Looking at the 2 week chart, still, we have a lot of room that we can do to the downside, so we're in the early stages of Bitcoin dominance starting to roll over. Looking at the 3 week chart, we're likely to see that 3 week sell now in about 9 days and 5 hours. We do have the momentum and the MACD for the first time flipping red since back here in 2021. So a lot of good signs for Bitcoin dominance to roll over, which means others dominance will start to kick up, which means altcoins are about to boom in that event. So we're in the early stages though, so 2 week chart, we have a buy now on the others dominance. Looking at the 3 week chart, we already had a buy now back here, retest of the 786. If I take a low to the high right there, normal behavior. And now we just need to break above the belly of the beast decisively. Let me shade this in. We were there back in November, but with this high time frame candle, the 3 week chart, we came back into the beast. We need to see in the next 9 days and 4 hours us maintaining above 11% for others dominance, and then we're good to go. But looking at the momentum, we're about to see a cross up. Last time we saw that was about August of 2023, and a couple months later, that was a big boom for altcoins last year. Looking at total crypto market cap, we go to the weekly chart. As you can see here, I outlined the previous bull markets. We had the high here, we broke above, had a couple weeks of going sideways, and then we had our blow off top. We had our high here, we broke above, we've had a couple weeks of sideways, and now we're waiting for that blow off top. Looking at the momentum on the weekly chart, we are starting to kind of curl back down, but there's no cross yet. It's just a little hang up, maybe something like that back there. And then comparatively to where I was showing you, here, let me hide it. So back here, you can see that there was a little bit of a hang up. It was right here, I think, January 2021. Yep. So it was just a minor hang up, right there. And then that little move up right there of a few weeks. And then there was some bearish divergence coming in for the remainder of March, April. That was the blow off top, this period right here. So we're still A-okay as far as the momentum goes on the 1 week chart. And then looking at the 2 week chart, I'm sure we're starting to, we saw the cross up. Looking at the 3 week chart, we're probably crossing up as well too. Looking at the monthly chart, we're about to cross down and now we're pulling back up. We love to see that. So we have a lot of room still. Taking this trend line coming down like this, connecting it, we still have some room here that will take us for a few more months, 3 to 6 months, maybe 9 months for the total crypto market cap. But we do have prepare to sell soon. We can't fade that. Looking at the last times the monthly sell nows, this is the first time I've been looking at the monthly sell nows on the total crypto market cap. It was the top both times, back February 2018 and then December 2021. So when that monthly sell now comes in for total, we got to be outie. We got to be out. But right now, that's not the case. So looking at others market cap, we do have this trend line coming down where we keep butting our head into. We do have this purple MA on the snakes acting as like a support here as well. And we have the red market structure ribbon on the snakes as well too. And we're seeing a convergence. So we're about to see a move. We have to see a move by the end of this year, December 30th. We did see a 12-hour buy now signal. We came back down, retest some levels. Look on the 1-day chart if there's any prepare to buy soon. I don't think so. But we do have also this kind of trend line coming up like that as well too. So we do have, convergence and trend lines right now where we should see an imminent move. Looking at the momentum on the 1-day chart, we have the TSI right back at that zero line, kind of like we were a little bit lower back in early November, but as soon as we see that 1-day cross up, it's game on again, but we're not quite there yet. But looking at the 12-hour chart, we already got it, but it doesn't mean we can cross up on the 12-hour, come back down and then cross up again. So let's see where that is. Yep. So, we already saw the cross up. We might do something like this and then cross up again. And that will bring our 1-day to cross up and we'll see the momentum come in and then we'll be ready to send it up for the others. Looking at Bitcoin, we have a 12-hour buy now. Last time we saw that was back early October. Looking at the 1-day chart, I don't think there's a prepare to buy soon there. We did add some 1-day sell nows. We do have a trend line coming up like this that we must hold, like 93K at the final line in the sand, 91K, 90K. If we can't hold that, then we're coming down, in my opinion, to around 85K to test the purple MA on the snakes. So we need to see us hold this level, and we are holding it. If I go down to a 4-hour time frame, you can see we're holding that trend line. We had a couple prepare to buy soons and buy nows here, and we're retesting. So we need to see, if we go to a 2-hour chart, there was a buy now there. Let's go to the 3-hour chart. We need to see us hold this level. We're likely at a 786. If I take this low to the high, yep, right there. So we need to see us maintain candle body closes above 94,000 and for us to reverse and get back above 100K ASAP. And then finally, XRP, going to the fractal that we've been watching for a bit. Let me go to a 12-hour chart. We're still kind of, in that range of 30 to 33 days of XRP kind of going sideways. You can even see that where we dipped here was right on schedule. We should see, per the fractal, us start to move up soon here, maybe this weekend. We would need to see that happen because we are seeing some 3-day sell now signals. We saw that flash. And I mean, looking to the past, and back here, sell now, sell now, sell now, sell now. We rolled over it each time. So is this going to be the first time that we, on a 3-day sell now, actually keep going up? We'll have to see. I wouldn't be surprised, but we can't fade that signal. But really, mainly for the macro signals in the Discord for the VIPs, we're looking for that 1-week sell now. So we're still Gucci, but that is a cause for concern, the 3-day sell now flash and the 4-day sell now, but mainly we're waiting for that 1 week. So we're still good as far as that goes, especially we haven't broken market structure at all. So the weekly, but yeah, we're going to keep it at that. That's going to be it, guys. That's the market update. Things are looking decent at the moment, but we got to keep our head on a swivel. I'll be keeping you guys updated in the Discord if anything changes at any moment for the market. But right now, those are the levels to watch. That's what I'm watching. Things aren't broken yet and don't seem to be breaking at this time. We just got to maintain those levels, start to reverse and get that momentum on those medium to high time frames to continue. And then we'll be good for fireworks for the new year. So that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the Discord and in the next video.